tennis balls, chessboard, and Lego set candy. These are 10 strange candies that look like real things. Number 10, box of Boogers gummy candy. Candies are supposed to be fun and tasty, but some of them have found weird ways to appeal to us. Have you ever picked your nose, caught a booger and thought, yum? Ugh, gross. Thinking about it alone can make you throw up. But what do we know? Someone made booger candy. The box of Boogers is a type of gummy candy that looks like boogers. They're squishy and green in color, but they don't look so bad out of the box. Thankfully too, they don't taste like boogers. This candy is a gag gift that comes in a box that makes you not want to open it. It has the picture of a booger in a hat. How adorable. The candy has 3 different flavors called Lemon Loogie, Sour Green Boogie, and Snotter Lemon. All terrible names, but the candy is fairly good. Oh, the many pranks you could play with this candy. Number 9, Salsaghetti. Have you ever thought about getting spaghetti as candy? Well, you might want to change your mind because someone made some called Salsaghetti. Even though the name makes you think of a traditional spaghetti dish that's been remade with salsa, the candy is just a packet of candy straws made in Mexico. The candy straws are covered in spice and taste sour and sweet. Since it's not like regular spaghetti, you don't need a fork to eat the Salsaghetti. Your hands will do. The candy's basically gummies that look like spaghetti, with watermelon flavor, sugar crystals, and chili tamarind spice. That's a lot going on here. Every pack of Salsaghetti comes with a smaller pack of tamarind sauce to use as salsa for the candy. This is what makes it look like a spaghetti dish. The candy is very popular in Mexico, but it's also sold in some other countries too. It's a common candy shared at kids' birthday parties. Talk about slurpy and delicious. Number 8, sour flush candy toilets. Have you ever thought about candy and toilet at the same time? No? Too bad for you. Someone already made a candy that looks like a water closet. The silly part is that the candy is very popular with children across the world, so even though it's weird for candy to look like that, people still like it. As the name says, the sour flush candy toilets are sour to taste. But that's not the worst part. The candy comes with a plunger that you can eat. The toilet bowl has sour sugar, which you dip the plunger into before eating. It's like trying to clear your toilet. That's the grossest thing. On the bright side, you'll learn how to work a toilet, or not. The candy has bright and fun colors, which doesn't make the whole dipping thing seem so gross after all. We already know what we're getting our friends for Halloween. If you think that the candies we've talked about so far are strange for how they look, it doesn't get any better. The next candies look even stranger. Now we're going to look at Camel Balls, candy tubes from a crime scene, and milk chocolate roses. Number 7, Camel Balls. Surely this is a joke and the candy doesn't exist, right? Well, wrong. It's a real thing. From the name to the shape and texture, this candy has a lot going on at once. Not everyone likes the idea behind it, but Camel Balls are one of the most popular candies in the world. Because why not? The candy's made by Finny Sweets. They're bubblegums with a sour taste, which makes you wonder about the real thing. It's also chewy on the outside and gooey on the inside. Like we said, there's a lot going on with it. The Camel Balls candy is a good gag gift for anyone who isn't too curious or imagines a lot, because it'll give you a lot of thoughts. But who thought about camels and decided to make candy though? Number 6, crime scene candy tubes. You go to the stores to get some candy and what do you find? Urine, blood, and saliva. Okay, time to panic, right? No, not yet. Crime scene candy tubes look like the test tubes used to store samples like, well, urine, saliva, and blood. But why? We don't think anyone thought that blood or urine would go well with their candy, but this candy maker didn't seem to know that. The candies have different flavors made from sweet syrup. The blood candy is made from red sweet syrup. The saliva candy is made from apple sweet syrup. And the urine one comes with a lemonade flavor. The crime scene candy is a great gift for Halloween. Imagine finding this in your trick-or-treat basket. Oh, the horror. We won't be surprised if you throw it out before you find out that it's candy. Nobody will blame you. Number 5, milk chocolate roses. Getting someone a bouquet of flowers is thoughtful. It shows that you care about them. But sometimes gifts like flowers can't be given to everybody. Some people have allergies. Others may not know how to care for them. So the flowers will die after a few days. But what if you took things a step further? And instead of bringing flowers that'll die or cause an allergic reaction, you get them flowers made as candies. Milk chocolate roses look like real flowers, only that the rose bulb is made of chocolate. The stem isn't part of the candy though, and may be made out of plastic. It also comes in a plastic bag so it looks like a real rose. Now, whoever gets it can breathe in the great smell and eat the chocolate too. So whether you want to gift your parents, surprise your friend, or talk to that person you like, there's a candy that can spice things up for you. How cool is that? You no longer have to think hard about a gift on Valentine's Day. Milk Chocolate Roses has you covered. Number 4, chocolate soccer balls. Football or soccer, depending on where you live, is one of the most popular sports in the world. There are many passionate fans of the game, and for good reasons too. Football brings people together. Just about anybody can play, and it can be played anywhere. Some chocolate soccer balls are as large as real soccer balls, but there are also many sizes. So it doesn't matter if you're trying to gift an older or a younger person, you now have the perfect thing for a soccer fan. But it gets even better. Even though you can buy this candy at your local store or online, you can also make it at home yourself. With some milk chocolate and creamy white or rich dark chocolate, you can make a chocolate soccer ball and pour in all your love and attention. You can even use different colors to make it look bright and fun. But even though it looks like a soccer ball, it doesn't work like a soccer ball. So be careful. If you drop it or kick it, the ball will break. It's chocolate after all. What do you think? So get ready to surprise those football fans in your life. This is one of the most heartwarming candies on this list. Starting now, things get serious. It's now time to look at candies that look like a Lego set and can be built. A chess set made from chocolate that you can play with, and balls of bubblegum that look like tennis balls. Number 3, building blocks black candy. Have you ever looked at a Lego set and thought, I'd like to eat that? If you haven't, that's normal. Otherwise, here's the candy for you. The Building Blocks candy is a set of hard candy that looks like Lego blocks. You can join them together and build things. Although many people found out that the blocks don't stick together. Each bag of Building Blocks candy is made up of different flavors, colors, and sizes of candy. There are 4 main flavors: lime, cherry, banana, and blueberry. The candy also comes in 4 sizes, like blocks with 2, 4, 6, and 8 pins. This candy is great for kids' parties because it can be used to set up games for children to play. It also works for Halloween because of its many flavors. There's also a lot to enjoy about Building Blocks candy, even though the name is a mouthful. Who knows what we'll build when we get our hands on some. Number 2, chocolate chess. Chess is one of the most popular games in the world, and it's so good that people play it on boards, on their phones, and even on computers. The game has to do with beating your opponents by capturing their king. But what if this incredibly fun game became even more fun? So instead of just capturing the other person's pieces, you could just eat them. Nice, right? But how does it work? Well, instead of wood, metal, glass, or plastic, the chet is made of good old-fashioned chocolate. Every piece, and even the board too, are made from white chocolate. You can get this candy at a store or online, or you can make it yourself. There are many recipes about it on the internet. You start by melting your chocolate and pouring it into molds for each part of the chess set. When it sets, you can set it up and look for someone else to play with you. There's nothing more satisfying than eating the piece of your siblings or friend. Now the game is even more fun. Now on to the moment you've all been waiting for. Number 1, tennis ball bubblegum balls. Tennis is another popular sport that many people love. With lots of players and fans all over the world, the game is fun to watch and play. So if you know someone who loves and plays tennis, here's a good gift to show you care. Candy tennis balls. The tennis balls are bubblegum, and there can be up to 100 of them in a bag. This candy is much bigger than a regular gumball, so you may want to eat it in bits. Eating a whole ball at once can be a lot for some people. The candy can also be used for other things like decorating a cake or setting a table for your tennis party. There are a lot of ways to enjoy this candy. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon.